Okay, guys, so let's start with some mod questions now, right? So we'll be covering the mod questions along with the inequalities questions. So both of them will go together, okay? So before I get onto the questions, let me just explain you a few basic things about mod, right? So, for example, if there is a number x, right? So the mod of x means the magnitude, right? That means, for example, if x is equals to 2, right? So the mod of x will be 2. So the output of the mod function is always a positive number. That is one thing for sure, right? For example, if x is equals to -4, then mod of x will be equal to 4. So any negative number inside a mod will become positive, and a positive number will remain a positive. So basically, any value inside a mod, the output or the result of that will be a positive number, right? So that is one thing which should be very clear. Now, from the exam perspective, let me tell you a few things, right? For example, if we say mod of x, right? This means mod of x will be equal to x if if x is greater than 0. This is one thing that should be very clear, right? Mod x will be equal to x if x is greater than 0, right? And mod x will be equal to minus x, okay, if x is less than 0. So this is kind of a formula, you can say, right, which you can learn. So I'll tell you the reason behind it, right? For example, if x is equals to 5, right? Which means 5 is greater than 0, right? So x means 5 is greater than 0. So mod x will be x. So basically mod x will be x, which is 5, right? But let's suppose if x is equals to -5, right? So we know -5 is less than 0, right? Less than 0. So answer will be minus x. So what is minus x? So mod x will be minus x, which is equals to minus of x, which is -5, which is equals to plus 5, right? So mod x is plus 5. In this case also mod x is plus 5. So basically mod will always return a positive value. So you should memorize this because this will make questions pretty simple. This formula, this one, right? That mod x will be x if x is greater than 0. Mod x will be minus x if x is less than 0. So this is one thing which you should understand first of all, okay? Secondly, there is one more thing which you should know. For example, if there is an equation given that mod x is less than 2, right? This basically means, or we can write it as x is greater than -2 and less than 2. So this is also something which you should know, right? Because this will also help in a lot of questions. Uh, so I can write a formula for it. For example, if mod A is less than B, right? So you can write it as A is greater than minus B and less than B. So you should know this thing. So this is one formula again, which is very important. Okay. So I'll just write it a little straightly. Minus B A B. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So these are the two uh, formulas which you should be knowing. Basically, one is this: if mod A is less than B, you can write A is greater than minus B less than B, and mod x will be x if x is greater than 0, mod x will be minus x if x is less than 0. So you just understand and try to keep it in mind, because this can be very helpful later on.